If you don't read the King James because you find it hard to understand, I think you should ask yourself, how come you were raised to not understand the King James Version? It's in English, it's formal, but all those words are still the same. And then you have all these new fancy, they're not fancy really, they're happy versions, they're bubblegum Bibles. And you can understand it, but do you notice that like the spirit of it is kind of gone? And then they take out a bunch of verses, they change a bunch of words to make it more sanitized. So just how we're supposed to conform ourselves to the image of Christ, I think we should also conform our choices of the Bible to the best one, which is the King James Version, and not the one which people say is easier to understand. I mean, to use an example, I would say that the modern Bibles are like listening to a politician. It's like you like carnally maybe like what they have to say. They're easy to digest. But what you eat is poison. I would rather hear someone who I don't like how they sound, but what they say is true. It's kind of like in The Lord of the Rings, there's a part when Frodo and Sam meet Aragorn or Strider, and they're like thinking that he's a spy from like the enemy from Sauron. And Aragorn asks Frodo, well, what do you think about me? And Frodo says, well, I think a servant of the enemy would look fair but feel foul, but you look foul and you feel fair, which is kind of like a backhanded compliment. But that's kind of how I see these Bibles nowadays, is that they look fair, but they feel foul. There's no real, like, I don't feel like they're holy, honestly. I'm not saying every translation is bad, but I don't think any of the major big ones are good. Like the ESV, no, and KJV, the not the King James Version, the extremely stupid version, the not inspired version, which is the NIV, not a serious Bible version, the NASB. There's a couple other ones, but that's what I want everyone to kind of do, is like, if you take your study of scripture seriously, like read the King James Version. If you don't understand, look it up. Anyway, yeah. I hope everyone repents and believes the gospel and is bold, because it's getting to that time, you know, you got to go out there, you got to rebuke people, you got to spread the truth, you got to spread the love of Christ and serve. God bless.